Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of In the Mirror. I'm your host, Jimmy Jam, along with my co-host, Miss Coco.
Hey y'all.
What it do, what it do. So today, we got a little political show today. We're gonna we're
Just a
gonna talk
little.
about a couple of politics, things that's going on locally as well as globally, you
Yep.
know. So it just be so much going on in the news
Mm.
every single day. It's something
Always something new.
It's something new. And it's like, okay, so what do we talk about? Do we just ignore it? Or do we kind of just talk about it, you know, to see what the people talking about and see what people thinking, what people want to do? So before we get started, Coco, how was your week?
Week was good. Um, busy. It's been a couple of busy, busy work weeks lately. Usually I'm able to take a little break here and there, but I haven't even been able to break lately. So um trying to consider whether it's time to take a day off or not right now. But outside of that, not trying to complain too much. You know how it is.
I got
What about you?
well, it's been a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we started, 7 on 7s. Shout out to Russell County.
Shout out to Russell County.
So we started our practices probably about 2 weeks ago. So we've been going
Oh, okay.
strong now. We got about another month before we actually start the season.
Oh, okay. And that's football.
Yeah, football 7 on 7s, pretty much, all right receivers,
Hmm. Okay.
defensive back, just skills positions. No
Okay.
no alignment or nothing like that. So
Okay.
just a little extra work before the regular season starts. Just keep the boys in shape,
Yeah.
keep them, in the
Yeah.
football, and also keep them out of trouble.
I know that's
That way
right.
they have something to do.
I know that's right.
So the season start, I want to say May 23rd
Okay.
at Memorial Stadium will be opening day for the boys. I think the girls are already starting. They're already playing. So
Okay.
the girls they play every Sunday. So we'll be playing on Sundays.
Oh.
So
So that's when y'all games are on Sundays.
yeah, so
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
have to figure out
We'll figure
we
something
have to
out.
figure out
We'll
how we
figure
going
something
how
out.
we gonna switch this
We gotta
thing around.
maneuver it. Yeah. We gotta maneuver it. Yeah. And Jordan starts a junior ABA league. Their first game is May 9th.
Okay.
Um at the AJ McClung YMCA.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. I have 10 games to play, so he's getting excited about that.
Okay. Well,
So we'll see.
so basketball year round too, huh?
Basketball year round. If it's
Amen.
not for the school, it's for something else. Ripping
Yeah.
and running.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right. So we've been, we be back and forth all the whole crew
Right.
all week long. We sending videos and different things to discuss.
Yeah.
Um, so this the day we're gonna talk about. Like I said, we're gonna keep it on what the political stage.
Hmm.
Just talk about what's going on in the
Okay.
news. So one of the things I wanted to bring up is ask you:
Hmm.
Do you feel Do you feel that that our vote really counts? Because I know a lot of people in our community,
Hmm.
mainly men.
Hmm.
I don't really hear a lot of women say, "Well, I ain't voting." Most of the women that I know, they down there voting. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, but it's a lot of men that I know that do not believe that their vote counts, and they don't vote. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And a lot of men I talk to have never voted.
Never voted.
Never.
Not even, you have some people that have decided to vote like when President Obama was running. So those same people that you're talking about didn't even vote when President Obama was running?
No, no.
Wow.
Because they say, a lot of them say, "Hey, my life gonna be the same no matter who the president."
I mean, maybe. I mean, I can see why they may think like that, but I'm gonna say for me, I vote, and I vote locally, and I vote for the presidency as well. Um, I think I have a few more questions when it comes to voting for the president because again, we already know voting for the president is completely different than, going to our polls locally and voting people in office. So I still vote. I'm not sure how I feel about voting now, as far as the presidency, but locally, I will be going to vote. I'm really on the fence about voting when it's time to um, go out again for the president because I don't know. I just feel like they really put in whoever they want in, they get them in however they need to do it. If that's the person that they want to win, that person is going to win. And if they don't want the person to win, they're not going to win. And that's just the way I feel about it. And that's just the presidency though. But I would continue to vote locally even if I was to stop voting for the president.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
Um, I mean, this year has been different. Since Trump took office the second time, it it's almost it was just it's crazy because when Biden took office, Trump leaving out of office did a lot of. I mean, he broke a lot of laws.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things he did. I really felt like he should not even been eligible,
right.
and then I really felt like if the Democrats were so, on the side of law, why didn't they prosecute him,
That's right.
earlier? It's like they only went after him when he decided to run. So
Yep.
it does look like it was politically driven,
Absolutely.
motivated, however you want to say it.
Right.
But so it's like, okay, so what do we what do we get if we vote the Democrats back in
Hmm.
midterms? But
Right.
I do understand the importance of your local election because
Hmm.
those are the officials that actually really affect your day to day life.
Right.
Um, so I do understand that those votes are very very important, but I don't think a lot of emphasis is put on the
Mm.
local
It's not.
in the midterm. It's like the grand
Mm.
finale is the
Yep.
presidency, all the money spent on that, and everybody just all
Absolutely.
over that, and that's a big turnout. But really, what the president do, it takes a while for it actually hit some communities. I would
That's
say
true.
that. But what your local officials do, it hit as soon as it come into law. I mean,
Absolutely.
it takes effect immediately. So
Right.
I do believe that the local and the midterm votes are really more important
I
than the
think so.
president vote because if the president does not have the total control of the government,
Hmm.
then it really doesn't matter who the president is. His
Right.
powers are limited.
That's true.
So if you are able to, turn out for these local and midterm elections, it definitely they definitely count.
Yeah.
Because the question was, do you think our votes count? Yes, I do think our votes count
Hmm.
in the local and midterms because
Absolutely.
if it didn't count, they wouldn't try so hard to
Hmm.
stop it,
To keep
and
it.
we wouldn't have
Yeah.
our ancestors wouldn't have to die
Yeah.
to get the rights.
Mm.
So you definitely know it does count. I think a lot of stuff they keep hidden. A lot of local votes and a lot of community meetings and stuff. A lot of people don't
That's
even know
true.
they're going on.
They don't.
You know,
Yeah.
they don't even know
I
they're going
agree.
on. So I challenge all the people that's running for
Hmm.
these local offices because I don't live in Georgia, so I can't vote for anybody in Georgia. But
Hmm.
at the same time, I really challenge all of them people to make sure that the people in your district know about a lot of these small elections that come up that a lot of people don't know.
Exactly. Exactly.
What to do, Mario? We say unless it's the orange guy, the thug. Yeah, he definitely a thug.
Yes,
What
he is.
we
We know.
we chopped it up about him last Friday.
Yeah, thug,
Yeah,
convict, gangster, all of the above.
yeah. So I really felt like the Democrats dropped the ball.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
So
I agree.
so it's like, okay, so should we give them another chance?
Mm,
Or should we just allow the Republicans to just go through this system and tear it down? Because that's what they're doing, and
that's what they're doing.
it's intentionally. So,
Yeah.
uh, you know, do you want to save the system? That's what Black people have to think about right now with these
Mm,
midterms. Do
saving the
do
system.
you want to save the system? You know, especially with the interference that we've had with the immigrants,
Mm,
because
yes.
now the immigrants are the ones who back against the wall, who've
Right.
been fairly right judged. So
Right.
all the
Absolutely.
emphasis is going to go to them. All the resources
Mm,
are going to go to them. So if we as Black people go out, turn out like we always do for
yeah.
the Democrats and put
Yeah.
them back in power, what are they going to do for us?
That's the
You
question.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
the $1 million question.
And I think at this point that should be our question
Mm,
to every official runner, whether it's local
mm,
or statewide.
right.
I mean, what are you going to do for Blacks? What we getting out of it? You see what I'm saying?
And I just like if I'm thinking about it right now, I don't see it. I don't see anything that they could make priority for Black people. I just don't see them making anything that they can do for us priority.
Well,
I think there are going to be more things they're going to feel is more important.
yeah, yeah. Like I say, I really feel like they are going to focus on the immigrants, um,
Absolutely.
and the immigrants are going to get majority of these programs that was taken away by the Trump administration.
Mm,
The
yeah.
Democrats are going to open them back up,
Right.
and they're going to give them to immigrants because they incarcerated by mass numbers, women, children, and all. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're going to take those resources and give them to them, and we still going to be in the same fucking
Same
situation,
boat.
right? That we was in.
Same boat.
It's like we voting for everybody else to, just like with the DEI program.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look who really benefit the most. I want to say the stat said that we was fifth in line
Mm.
to benefit from DEI.
Who
That
was number one? White women?
white women were
I
number
can see
one.
that. White women.
White
See
women
that.
was the first. They were first in line. They benefit the
Right.
most, and everybody else. I don't know the exact number, but
Right.
for
Right.
for them to be there, so it had to be four in front of us
Mm.
for us to get DEI, and so that's gone. And I think they say 300 something thousand
Yeah.
Black women lost their jobs,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was like another 200 something thousand Black men lost their jobs. So the Doge cuts. So okay, we get that back. We get those government. Who you think the Democrats are gonna cater to?
They're gonna
Have they ever catered to us?
I'm gonna say
That's the
no.
question.
I'm
And
gonna
that's a
say
question for
no.
anybody that's watching. Have the Democrats ever catered any of their policies strictly for Blacks like they did the Asians?
Mm-mm. Yeah,
And
I'm
they
gonna
definitely
say
going to
no.
do that. They're definitely going to bring a policy up for the
Mm.
Latinos, the Latin
Mm.
Americans.
Mm.
They definitely going to do that. Mario said it's the same with welfare and the federal aid. It's not just for us, right?
Right.
It's nothing. It's because nothing is
It's
just
nothing
for
is
us,
just for
right?
us.
Nothing is
Yeah.
just for us. So
Mm.
we don't get a lot of business loans.
Mm-mm. We don't.
It's hard for us to get
Always some kind of stipulations for us
even
to get
even
that.
even food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
They make it seem like it's mostly us, but it's not.
Nope.
It's not mostly us on food stamps.
It's not.
So all of the program, and that's the thing with the outrage in a lot of them now is they didn't realize themselves that a lot of their voters
Mm-hmm.
benefited from these programs more than
Mm.
anybody else.
Yeah, yeah. They were focused on the minority,
Right,
all of us thinking that's who they were hurting.
right,
Um, because we already know, that's uh, really that's the focus of them now because they want to hurt us at the end of the day. But when it comes down to it, it's again, like you say, it's not all of us.
no,
Once they started realizing it was all of us and how many people they were really getting rid of with DEI, that's when people started kind of like losing their minds about it.
right,
You know what I'm saying? If it was just us that it was affecting, it wouldn't have been so much of an outrage. I don't feel.
right. I get you on that. Mo Gotti. What it is, Mo Gotti? Mo Gotti say educationally they did. I guess you're saying that, educationally who? What be, elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah, yeah.
On that right there, because even with educational wise, I mean, you know, you, you got to understand that white women was not able to do anything neither before the civil rights movement. They didn't have any voting rights.
Absolutely.
I don't even think they was able to attend school. They may have been. I don't know about that, but
Yeah, I think
I know they wasn't.
school they were, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
know they
but
didn't have no voting
they
rights.
couldn't vote,
Right.
yeah, and things like that.
Right.
But yeah, okay. So let me see.
What you say?
Mario said 44.2% SNAP,
Nah,
non-Hispanic white.
yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
lot.
awful lot. And
That's a lot.
out of them 44.2%, I
Yeah,
guarantee you at least 40% voted for their own demise.
absolutely.
They voted against.
Absolutely.
They
You
voted
you saw
against their
them
own
on
demise.
the stage with
Right.
Trump. Oh, I love Trump. I love
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Then
They were doing all
look, the same chick they snatched
mad
up.
as hell after the
Right. Took her right on over that ass south though. Get out of here.
fact.
But yeah. So
Yeah,
that's mad right there. But like
it
I said, a
is.
lot of them vote against their own interest. Most of the Republican voters vote against their own interest.
They absolutely did.
Yeah, most of them do. So, let's say Mari said blacks benefited educational wise from the Democrats. I don't think so because we was getting educated before, before everything. So
Right. Yeah.
right before the civil rights, we was already educating ourselves and stuff. We were
Mm.
educating ourselves in slavery.
Yep.
You see
We
what I'm
had to
saying?
we had to
Right.
sneak and
So
learn how to
right.
read.
So we was, and then before we was integrated, we had our own school system.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm. So yeah, educational wise, I don't think.
I just don't see, and I know, and I get what Mo's saying.
Mm-hmm.
We do benefit from some of their policies,
Mm-hmm.
but the question was, what do we benefit only? Just us.
Right, just
what
us.
what is it in it for just us? Because everybody else get to go to school and get to go to school as well off of the Democrat policies.
Absolutely.
The Hispanics, the Jews, or whoever else gets the same benefit. You see
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? But what the question is really, what do we get?
Because they don't even, when
For
it comes
just
down
us.
to campaigning, they don't even single us out during campaigning.
It's
So
not- no,
you know what I mean. So when they're talking about when they're going through their campaigns, they don't say this is what we're gonna do for our African American communities.
Right.
They don't single us out like they do with the Latinos and the immigrants and
And the Asians.
people and the Asians.
They single the
They don't.
Asians out.
Yeah,
They
they
made a
single
law.
all them out.
Right.
They don't single us out. This is what this is what my plan is for our African American communities. They do not do that.
So Mario said they bought into the lies, and then using the Bible like they did the slaves, America welcomed the plantation. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They say, look at the beings by the gate to the HBC. I get that. I
Right.
mean, I'm understanding that, Mo.
I get
mean,
all
I
that.
feel you.
Yeah, I get that too.
I feel you that way. I'm not saying that the Democrats don't do anything that benefits us. That's
Right.
not the argument. The argument is, what is it just for us?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. What's just for us?
Right.
You know, I get Biden did a lot. I mean, Obama did a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I never say nothing negative about Obama at
Me
all.
either. Me
You
either.
see what I'm
I can't
saying?
say anything negative. I know a lot of, us, a lot of our people do have a lot of negative things to say because they
Right.
feel like we had a black president in office and the even the black president didn't single us out on what he was going to do for the African American community. I get all that. But I still feel like Obama did a lot and I still feel like Obama is one of the most respected presidents that we've had. I think he did what he could do.
So Maurice said that education is the beginning of black success. Okay, no, I can't say
Mm,
that. I can't say
I can't say that
yeah,
either.
because we was more of a technical skill type people.
Yeah,
We able to build and and farm and that's so we was like the farmers,
right.
the original farmers. So I mean, we able to create things without their book system, without their system, because you got to listen, you got to look at it, man. The system is their system.
Hmm.
The education system, you educated on what they want you to know.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. And didn't we become successful prior to um going into their
I want to read
educational
what Mario
system?
said.
Didn't we
He
have
said
successful black businessmen,
Mario said it's
successful black
because of the
doctors?
it's it, it's because the thought of our votes was a lot, and they didn't have to work for our votes. Right.
I agree with that.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying, Mario.
Absolutely,
Right.
Mario.
They don't have to do anything for our votes
Mm-mm.
because we locked in because of some of the things that Maurice is talking about.
Yeah.
We feel that those things that we wanted so badly
Mm-hmm.
that they let us in on it. So we feel like okay, they're giving us that.
Right.
So we feel like we winning. So that's enough. But in this day and time, that's not enough
Mm-mm.
because we see how there's a lot of white Americans now, what they call themselves white nationalists,
Mm-hmm.
that really want to turn back the hands of time.
That's right.
So what laws are they going to put in place to protect us like they did with the Asians?
That's
You don't
right.
see them really messing with Asians.
Mm-mm.
And the
They don't.
Asians are coming in here by the droves.
They are.
They are taking over, what I'm saying, up and down all the industrial and I know all over this area
Mm-hmm.
is dominated by the Koreans
Mm.
because of the Hyundai and the Kia plant
Okay. Okay.
between Montgomery
Mm-hmm.
and West Point, and also now they expanded out to
They have.
around Elabelle, which is around Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
So all in between that, there's a lot of umbrella companies that
Yeah.
support these factories, this manufacturing plants. So that bring jobs that they actually employ a lot of immigrants,
Mm.
and they winning.
Mm.
Okay. Then you look at the gas station chain.
Right.
Okay. Look
Yep.
at the gas station chain in your community,
Mm-hmm.
in the black communities. How many of those gas stations are owned by blacks? Okay.
Probably
Let's
none.
not even do that. Let's go back to the way it was before they came in. Because
Yeah.
all the white people own the gas stations in your community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where they at?
Where are the white people at?
Right. They don't own
If they
they don't own the gas station. So it's like all of the immigrant groups are
Yeah.
coming in
Mm-hmm.
and owning businesses while
Right.
we still get a chance to work for them
Yes.
with all of our education that we have.
Mm.
So Maurice, that's make that make sense to me. Okay. He said, no, we still needed money for different branches and individual studies. I mean, I'm not trying to debate what you're saying. I don't think you're following what the topic is. More of what is in it just for us, not for
Right.
us,
Right.
but just
Just.
for us. What has the Democrat Party done just for black people as they have done just for the Asians. You see what they're doing, what they're in the mix of now, what they're going to do just for the Latins, for the immigrant, because those are Latins of descent. They Venezuelans, Mexicans, and Guatemalans.
Yeah.
So, and they are the Latin descent. They are going to tailor these laws to fit them when they get power of that house back. And
Right.
don't let them get the Senate back and the House. You're gonna see shit move.
It's gonna be a lot
fast,
of stuff moving. Yeah,
really
it's gonna be a
fast.
lot of stuff moving.
And we still gonna be sitting over here like, hey,
Hello.
what about us?
Hello.
Okay, your ancestors was promised our ancestors, and y'all never made due to that promise.
Never did. They didn't.
And nobody has said anything about it because what? A lot of people feel good because now they able to buy $200-$300 houses.
Yep.
They got a college degree.
Yeah, somewhat. We get some decent
You know,
jobs
right.
now.
You get to take trips.
We
You
get
to go vacation. We get to do more.
It's the appearance of being free.
We get to do more than our ancestors did. I mean, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
But what do we
do
have
a lot more
that belongs to us?
Yeah, Maurice was saying, did I just miss that? What was that? What Maurice said, telling you guys the key. Mario says Obama did a lot, but he also allowed for the start of the public disrespect as he allowed it to happen. In one of his States of the Union address, and drinking a beer with the officer who disrespected a professional. He should have just been stronger as a black man in power and shut it down. I think there were several instances he shut it down that I've seen. I've seen some things on YouTube and things like that where he might have been on stage addressing something and he's had to shut hecklers down and things like that. So I'm not quite sure what specific situation you're talking about.
It was some things that it was some time that he was very disrespected. Yeah, it was a lot of time that he was very disrespected by them.
It was.
And he kind of just took the cool route through it, and you know what I'm saying, and just kind of instead of just flipping out like your boy, like Trump flips out, getting the fuck up out of it. Right?
Okay, yeah, flip out right now. Let somebody say something he don't like. Yeah, put him out, or he's shutting the whole thing down.
But yeah, like Mari, we get that.
But I get that. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Mari.
About
there are some things. Yeah,
took everything. We get that. I mean, that's we're not taking up for the Republicans.
Right.
Okay, let's get that understanding that you may seem not to understand. We're not taking up for the Republicans by no means. I mean, they are the worst party we've ever seen, which you can't even really call them the Republicans no more. They more like the Trumplicans.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? They are.
Ooh.
They just, they sitting on their hands. I think they seem like they might be like programmed or something. Like Elon Musk must took them back there and strip shit out of them and put little chips in them. Because
I feel like Trump is threatening them. I feel like it's like a mob mentality.
When you look at every last one of them that was with him now, kissing his ass, they had something bad to say about him back in 2016.
Oh, absolutely.
And everything they said was true. They called him a con man. They say what he would do, this and that. Yep. And now all of them is like turn the face to where they didn't say that.
Yeah.
So they
pretend like
it makes
none of that ever happened.
It makes you don't want to trust politicians, period, across the board.
It does.
Because even though, we feel that the Democrats are a party that do things for us and this, that, and the third, they are still a party that was in power when them Epstein files was in.
That's right.
The Justice Department, and they never tried to release those files neither. And not only that, you had a president that would not leave office, that is inserted a riot against his own government and actually sent a lynch mob to kill his vice president.
Right.
That did not get prosecuted by a Democrat president that had a Democrat House
Mm-hmm.
and had a majority Democrat Senate
Right. Yeah.
for 3 years.
Why was nothing?
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just let Democrats off the hook as if they
That's
are a
true.
victim
Yeah.
to this whole thing that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
We did, Maurice.
What it say?
Maurice said, "Did y'all see what just happened in Virginia?" We did.
Yeah.
And Maurice said, Mario said they're scared of him. Absolutely. I'm with that, Mario. That's where I'm at. They are really scared of him. And I feel like it's like the mob type mentality, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the back in the mob where they, he pays people to go find you, put a gun to your head and say, you better not do so and so and so and so. If you do, this is what's gonna happen. I know where your mama live, I know where your daughter live, I know where your sister live.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I feel like is going on. I really do.
I believe, I think a lot what's going on is they all dirty.
Oh, everybody that he's bringing in office is dirty, and he has something on everybody he's bringing in.
I don't think it's
to work for him.
It's just him. I mean, I think
the powers that be, even just whoever is even above him, over him. Yeah, whoever is pulling the strings.
They got so much on these politicians because they dirty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Just listen to some of them. They so hypocritical. They just.
Oh yeah.
When you talking about hypocrisy, they are the picture of hypocrisy. They say one thing under one voice, under one situation, and probably in the same day. Something totally
say something completely. Yep. Same day.
What they just say, and like with a straight face.
Yes.
With their student tie on.
And then will swear, no, I didn't. Right. I didn't say that.
No, they won't even answer it. They don't even do that. They
just won't say anything.
Right. They'll deflect. They go to classes to learn how to deflect the question.
Right.
To where they don't even answer it. Yeah. They'll say something like, "Well,
we've seen that several times."
They say, "Well, seen that. Well, did you say this about Trump last year?" See, what the thing is, you need to worry about how the economy is doing. See, they are deflected to something else, totally away from the question.
Yes.
You see, so where the reporter and the media just kind of like, okay,
yeah, whatever.
I don't know the rules of media, meditate, how they do things in the media. If they can just really say, "You lying, man, stop with the bullshit." I don't know if they can say that.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever heard any of them just be straight up like that and say, "You're that's a lie. That's a straight up lie.
You bullshit."
Right?
Stop it, boy. Stop. You don't hear that, So
you don't.
They just kind of let them, go on and say all this crazy shit that we know is a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just said it on Fox or you just said it on MSNBC, and now you over here on CNN with a whole nother, story. So they full of it. I mean, and I think with the Democrats, they just don't know how to fight. They just so political.
Okay.
They just so political that they don't know how to fight, and they're not dealing with a politician.
Right. That's true.
So you can't be political with a motherfucker that's not political.
Yeah, that's not a politician.
So this is a lawless motherfucker. He don't give a shit about breaking laws. Trump got a team of lawyers that work strictly for him.
That's what I said.
And their job is to keep him out of jail. As he break laws all day, every day.
That's right.
And they have done an outstanding
job. Outstanding job.
Right.
Yep. They find all the loopholes for him. They do everything.
Yeah.
That's why he gets on doing all the stuff he's doing.
Right.
And at the beginning, when he was signing all those executive orders, he was trying to see what was gonna work.
Ain't nothing in the cup. We just got a little water. Water. Look, this little hot water. We drinking hot water. That's why we sip. That's why we sipping. It's hot.
Oh, man. But they know how to.
We know that, Marvin.
Find those loopholes.
Republicans ain't gonna have no. They got their hand picked. Black, but they ain't gonna make them. Trump didn't put none of them jokers on his team. Tim Scott and the Byron Davis guy. None of them got a job.
Nope. They whitewashed everything. They whitewashed the White House.
Right.
So if you they I was looking at something, I think something on TikTok, and they had a picture of all these people in the White House, all these employees in the White House, right? When I think Obama and Biden were in, and you see, it's a bunch of black employees. But if you look at that picture now, they took another picture while Trump is in office, nobody is black.
Like Marie just said, look at the military. Pete
Mm.
Hegseth won't even promote no blacks or
Oh
women
yeah.
or
Hmm.
women. So you're right. They
Yeah.
like you said, Coco. They
They're
whitewash it.
whitewashing
I mean, but
everything.
this ain't nothing new,
It's not anything new, and is it really surprising?
right? That's what I'm just gonna
You
say.
know what
Is
I
it
mean?
not
It's not
expected? It's-
surprising.
right?
Everything
Did you
else he's
not expect
doing,
this? Did
this
you
is
think?
not surprising.
Did you really think that MAGA meant make America great for black people? Did you really think that? You know what I'm saying? So all the black people that went out there and voted for Trump
Yeah.
twice,
Okay.
did you really think that, this actually was for you guys? Was going to benefit
Absolutely
us?
not.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely um not for us.
Mm-mm. It's not.
Okay, so we kind of jumped on that, and okay, so and kind of piggybacking off this topic, right? Do you think that we need our own political party? How many people think that
Mm.
we actually need our own political party with just our interests?
I think it sounds good. I think it sounds
Or
good.
do you think we need it?
I don't
Not saying that we'll
know.
get it, but saying, do you think, like wishful thinking, do you think we need it? And then why? Whatever your answer, yes or no.
Um, I think no.
You don't think we need it.
I don't. And I don't know if it's okay. So I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna say I don't think black people would. Um, dang, I just lost my train of thought. Would I support it even if we did?
Really?
I just I don't. I don't think they're supported. And I believe even if black people in a large number would support it, how much would it really make a difference? I'm just not sure how much of a difference it would make. So
Maurice
if
said it's not enough black people in America to do that. That's what he said.
okay, okay, yeah, I can kind of see that too. It may not be enough of us to support it to make a difference because yeah, I'm not feeling it. And even if it would, I don't think white people would really do it either. I don't think white people would support it. Not enough. I think they'll I think there'll be some that'll pretend like they support it, but won't really when it comes down to it.
I think I actually think we do.
Okay. And why
Yeah.
do you think we do?
I mean, because I think we need to. I think we are better when we govern ourselves
Hmm.
and we able to educate ourselves
Okay.
as well as police ourselves. I think it's better. I think Maurice brought
Mm.
up the HBCUs. When you go, like my son went to a predominantly white college for his
Mhm.
first year,
Okay.
and then his second year he went to HBCU.
Okay.
Okay, he was like, "Dad, at the HBCU, it's like a family. It's like they give you a couple of breaks before they actually make you ineligible if you
Mm.
you know drop a
Okay.
couple classes.
Right.
And them PWIs, they
Yeah.
spin you right
I get
quick.
that. Yeah. Yeah. I
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying? But they look out for their own.
I didn't realize that with HBCUs, even though I've said to myself, I wish I would have
Yeah.
went to a HBCU when I left or when after I graduated. I went straight to Columbus. Well, it was Columbus College at the time. Um and I can't even remember it being a whole lot of us. It was a good number of us, but it wasn't a
Right.
whole lot of us at Columbus College. But I really wish I would have left home and went to a HBCU, and just to get that experience
Right.
as well. But I didn't realize they kind of give you a break like that, because I can see that they are looking out for their own people. That's the whole
Right.
point of the HBCU. But with the HBCUs though, are they still teaching us the same way they teach at the white colleges,
No.
or the other colleges? Is it different?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it is. It's very
Okay.
different. Even
I
though,
didn't realize
even
that.
though the government does fund a
Mhm.
lot of the HBCUs,
Mhm.
um, but they do have a different curriculum somewhat.
Hmm.
So they do give them another version of history,
Really?
because the basics is the basics. I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah.
can't change. Ain't
Absolutely.
no
You can't
black
change the
basis or
basics.
white basis.
Right.
Right?
It's not. It's
Ain't no
all
black
that
right.
is
Ain't
exactly the
no
same.
black math and white math,
Right.
Spanish
It's
math,
not.
English grammar, all that.
Yeah.
Is the basics. But the thing about it with us is we don't know the history, our history.
That's true. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The true history of
Right.
our people.
Right.
And because you don't know where you come from, you liable to be persuaded to go anyway.
Mm.
So you have to know your history.
Yeah.
You have to be in tune with your history. And most of the education, that's why I kind of disagree with Maurice about the educational part,
Mhm.
because the educational part start us off at slavery
Mhm.
as our history.
Okay. It
So
does.
if you train
It
a
does.
generation to see themselves as slaves,
Yeah.
then that's all we see ourselves as.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
slaves that has benefits now.
Mm.
But we still have a slave mentality because we always want to go work for someone.
We do.
You see what I'm saying? But a lot that other races that come over here, they don't want to work
They
for
don't.
no one.
Yep.
They want they work for themselves, and
Mhm.
they employ each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I see it
Absolutely.
every day.
Absolutely.
They work for themselves and they employ each other. When you
Right.
go to these little Mexican tire companies, these little tire
Mhm.
shops that
Mhm.
sell used tires, you ain't seen no white boy in there with them
You
or a
sure
black
ain't.
boy.
Nope. We sure don't. And they barely speak English,
Right.
but they making that
Put
darn
a
money.
tie on.
Right.
You know, put tie on. They know.
Check size.
Right.
Check size.
so, so, right. So
You're right. You're right.
let's say when Obama came in the office, ABC went to another level. Right. Obama did a lot. A lot of people like say Biden did a lot, but
Yeah.
man, you can't overshadow what Obama did. Obama did what no other president in this country has ever did. He had steady growth
He
for
did.
8 consecutive years. Steady growth
Yep.
in every major category.
Yep. And he was well liked though. He was well liked, well respected. Even going to these other countries and speaking with
Right.
them, like they respected him. At the end
Right.
of the day. Maurice said, look at the law program, Florida A&M, the best in the country.
Yeah. I mean, so when you go to these HBCU campuses, man, and you go, because I had my daughter, she went to Savannah State for a year. And I remember me and Shabla was sitting up in there. We was almost like shit. We was in there having a good time, like we was in there.
Okay.
Like it was our kind, like we were going to college.
Right.
Because it's a culture thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are
Definitely
able to be in our own culture.
Right.
And not have to, I hear people say you got to be able to turn it on and turn it off. Why the fuck we got to turn what on and turn what off? They don't.
Yeah, they don't. You're right.
But when we in our own culture, we ain't worried about turning nothing on and turning nothing off
That's
to
true.
appease to somebody.
That is true. I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So
You're right.
I think we would benefit very much so with our own political party because it'll give us our own culture.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to have a whole president with the political party, but just a party that has our best interest.
Right. I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not looking out for everybody because we're the only people in this country that's been unjustly, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Done.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, right now, these people going through but these people actually ran into the fire. We were not only kidnapped, manipulated, and genocided, and all of that into this.
Right.
And
Right.
then once we was free, we couldn't leave.
Nope.
How you gonna
Okay.
free us and not let us
And
leave?
keep us from leaving.
Shit. Like nigga say, you out of jail, but don't leave the yard. You can get out the
Exactly.
cell,
Right.
but don't leave the yard. Don't leave the compound now.
Right.
But you out the cell, you free, but you can't leave the compound.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we the only race that went through that and still here.
We still
You see what I'm
here.
saying? And I know with our race, we
Mhm.
still here with all of that, and we still what? Doing shit. We still growing. We still
We
doing
are.
our own thing. So just give us a political party, a government of
Mhm.
our own, and
Mhm.
watch how we take it.
Mm.
I will believe that white people will join us.
Mm.
I do believe that. I don't believe Mexicans
Mm.
and all them because they never really came
Yeah, I
to our
definitely
rescue.
don't believe
But there are some
Mexicans,
right.
Latinos.
When you
yeah,
look
they're
at
not
it,
gonna- they're not going to join.
when you look at history, white people, there's been some white people that has
They have.
rolled with us.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah,
you don't
that's why I
see
said
no
it'll be
other
some.
immigrant race has
Mhm.
ever rocked with us
That's true.
in justice.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So I do believe that there will be, if we did get that,
Mhm.
and they see how we
Mhm.
dominate everything we get.
We do. We dominate everything.
Right.
We
So you
touch.
think we wouldn't have a political party and dominate that shit?
That's why it'll never
Why
happen.
wouldn't we? We
That's why
dominate
it'll never
everything
happen.
else,
Yeah, that's why it'll never happen.
but we can't unite
Yeah, that's
because
we cannot unite.
because of the naysayers.
Mhm.
I don't think we can do it.
Yeah.
No, let's
Yeah.
stick with them.
Yep.
Let's stay with the master now. It ain't that bad.
Or us
They're like when they were running away. A
us
lot
not
of niggas didn't
supporting
run
our
away.
own people, or us jealous of our own people. You know what I mean? Like that can have an issue too. And you know what? The Asians, I mean, just thinking about what you said,
I don't think we
what
need
did
enough
we ever
people.
do to the Asians? Like, what did we do to them for them to hate us? Because I hear that all the time.
I don't think
like,
I don't think they necessarily hate us.
okay,
I think they just have a racist culture.
okay. So against not just us,
No. Shit.
Hmm.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah. Including them.
Okay.
Okay, because so you look at the Asian territories, how they divided.
Mm-hmm.
They almost about to go to war too against each other.
Right.
So how the fuck they gonna know who to shoot? They all look just alike.
They sure do.
North Koreans and
all
South
look just
Koreans,
alike.
it ain't like the North Koreans tall and the South Koreans short.
Yeah.
Y'all just took Korea, split the motherfucker in half, and say, well, you stay up there because of your religious beliefs, and we'll stay down here because our religious beliefs. That's all it's about. So you got China and Taiwan. Look where they at. They right there.
Mm-hmm.
So they over here because what they believe in, how they want to live. China over here, what they believe in and how they want to live. They still China, they still Asians. They still look, they still cousins.
Right.
It's just like the Haitians and the Jamaicans going to war with each other.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still black in color, you know, but they still are the African tribes.
Right.
So it's like, I don't think most of those groups are racist by culture.
Okay.
They raised to be like that. The Mexicans are. They raised to be. If you had a real Mexican true homeboy, man, he'll tell you. That's our culture. We raised to not like black people.
Wow.
We raised to just stick with our own kind, not to let them in. And if we let them in, they only gonna be in so far. Just okay. Let's talk about the drug bust that just happened here in the city about the Zohan crew, the Zohan gang. They say they brought down the Zohan empire. I don't know if you've seen the news.
I didn't see that. What?
I guess
what
I'm
was
a
that
news.
about?
I guess I'm a news junkie. I'm a news junkie.
I have not heard.
So they
that.
just made a major drug bust here in Columbus this week, where they brought down. They sentenced 30 Zohan gang members, and they say they took like $25 million worth of drugs off the streets of Columbus. $25 million.
$25 million worth of drugs.
100 something guns.
Okay.
And it was 100. I think they said they gave them like 160 something federal Senate years combined.
Okay.
Everybody got like 160
Hmm.
something years
Okay.
combined, and they said they had cartel ties.
Mm. Okay.
So where were the cartel members?
Uh, yeah, that's what I'm like. Cartel. They threw the cartel in
But
there.
I'm just saying, where
Okay.
were the cartel members in this drug bust? So for you to know they
Mm.
had cartel ties, that means,
Right.
and you had an operation,
Uh-huh.
you had to have seen them exchange drugs
With the
with the
cartel.
cartels.
Right.
So why the cartels are
Still.
not
Yeah.
in that bus?
Right.
They all black that's in that bus.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So make it make sense to me.
Right.
I'm looking at it. See, and this is how our political leaders in our area, this is how I'm gonna say, what's the word I'm looking for when you kind of pull one over on somebody? You manipulate the people into thinking that you're actually fighting crime.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to fight crime,
Mm-hmm.
you over police. But when
Okay.
you over police, you only bring down your own people. So we
Right.
have black. The sheriff was who? What's the sheriff
Um.
name? Countryman. He a black man.
Yes.
He was the only black man standing up there.
Okay.
Everybody else was
Everybody
of
else.
another descent.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He was the only black man, and it was only black people arrested.
Okay.
Okay, but in their statements, they
Mm.
said they had Mexican cartel ties. So
Mm.
why they didn't arrest them with the cartel?
Right.
Because for you to say they had ties, you had to
You have to
have
have seen
proof
them. You have
to
proof.
seen them
Yeah.
interact with the cartels.
Absolutely.
So why you just got them and you leave the cartels alone? That's the kind of shit that I
Mm.
see that a lot of political leaders in the area, they get on that bandwagon and they do that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying them boys was not supposed to go to jail,
Yeah.
but they weren't supposed to go by themselves.
Right. Right.
Okay. And that's the shit that we don't understand when we put a lot of people in office that look like us,
Mm.
that we think they're going to help us,
Right.
but they don't. They use them to do their work
That's right.
and put us away, and
I
everybody
get
else
it.
go free.
I get that.
Go
You're right.
to the recorder's court just one day and sit there and watch how many black people come in there for trial. It's like no white people ain't committing no crimes.
Right.
White people don't commit crimes. Mexican, they
Mm.
steal your motherfucking clothes off you while you wearing them if you ain't paying attention. That's all they do is steal. They not committing no crimes.
You're right. You're right. I
So
mean that. Yeah. I really want to look into that a little bit more. I want to. I wouldn't mind getting some statistics on that.
so that's one thing we did kind of get off on that. But I
Yeah.
want to bring that up, because I did want to talk about that
Mm-hmm.
because you know I'm sitting there like, damn, y'all said they got Mexican cartel, and every time I see drug bust in Columbus, it's all just blacks.
Hmm.
It's never any Mexicans, but these groups have Mexican ties,
Right. That's what they telling us. Anyway.
right? So why
Yeah.
they ain't tied to the same? Why they not? Why they not being brought down? Okay, so moving on.
Yeah.
Let's kind of move on to the next episode. Like,
All right. All right. Next topic.
okay, so we're gonna kind of go into the Epstein thing.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your opinion about the Epstein files being just kind of out of the media now that the war with Iran has started, and the Epstein files are just kind of because
Yeah.
before the war,
Yeah. Epstein files was all
right,
over. Yeah.
it was it was all over, and once the bombing started in Iran, they tried to hold on to it, but
Yeah. Couldn't.
Trump just kept on. Goddamn, he know
Yeah.
how to. I say he know how to deflect.
Yeah. 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 It definitely is a deflection. And I really don't know if they're gonna really bring that back. I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna come back. It's going to stay on the war as long as it can. Every time they get Trump on camera, it's going to be a question about the war. Uh, I mean, and I think you and I have kind of spoken about this. Like the Epstein files is over. I just truly believe they're done with it.
Say them other
It's
them other
yeah,
3 million ain't coming out.
yeah, that's gone. They
I
don't
don't
push
think so.
that.
Yeah.
They don't push that under the rug. Now we got this bigger thing going on. We got the war going on that's bigger than the Epstein files.
Right.
And we need to find out as much information as we can about that, and that's it. And it's gonna I mean, some people, aren't gonna forget, but as far as like the media and things like that, they're doing exactly what they want to do. And I think they have a lot of control of the media as well. So some things with the Epstein files, they can't really ask a lot of questions about it. So because the questions don't get answered, nobody is telling the truth about it. Nobody is really coming out. I mean, okay, so you had the ladies, some of the victims coming out at one point. Where are they now?
They still,
Are they still really out
Yeah.
there though?
yeah, they still out there.
So they're the only ones that's out there. No, so the media doesn't find that interesting anymore to cover it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy because for me it's just as important as the war. I mean, when you're talking about grown men molesting, killing, eating babies, when you think about all that, that is horrible. That is disgusting. That is beyond belief almost. Like it just seems like that would be a great story. The media is always looking for the top story that's out there. It seems to me like they would be looking for, okay, who is the top person? Who's the person on top? That's what we need to find out. Who
Right.
who started it or who owns it or who, because it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. It's still going on.
You know,
Doesn't stop with the Epstein files.
it's it's like everybody, when you take a step back, it almost like not everybody, but the majority of people are full of shit.
Hmm. Hmm.
They it's just like everything is theatrical.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yep.
we gonna act like it. We gonna act
Mhm.
like it. We gonna act like it.
Right.
But
Just
we
act.
don't want none of this shit to
Keyword
come out. Right.
act.
Right.
Yeah.
Because most of the people who probably acting like they want the shit to come out, no,
Yeah.
they probably in it.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Just like Trump did.
Just like
did
Trump
that shit
did.
the whole time.
He sure did.
And he
That
like,
was a part of his campaign.
he like the Don of the shit. He in the shit damn near more than Epstein himself.
Okay. Epstein in there talking about all the stuff he
Trump
had to do
did,
for
right.
Trump.
Like, God damn, this nigga a beast. I thought I was hell.
Okay.
This nigga here, this nigga here hell.
Yeah.
So I think everybody, not take that everybody back. The majority of the people, and even in the media, I sit down, I watch the news too much. I
Yeah.
do. And so I would be like,
Right.
you on that news too much.
I know.
And
I know.
I'm like, I know.
And I be trying not to be on there so much
But I
because
just-
it's just so bad.
I just have,
so much negativity.
it do. Sometimes I get tired and I just say, I'm finna
give
take
you a
a break.
headache.
I
Yeah.
cut that shit off. Or I let my subscription get cut off. So I won't be able to watch shit.
Right. Exactly. Now you ain't got no choice but to keep it moving.
I
Yeah.
watch Tubi and all that
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But-
Find something else to do.
But I watch it, man, because it really lets me see who I can rely on, what I can rely on, and what do I need to do if anything really pop off.
Okay.
And I just like when January the 6th was going on, I was at home.
Mhm.
I want to say I had a knee surgery, so I was out for a while. So I was
Yeah.
at home rehabbing, and the whole time I was at home, I'm watching the news.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching this shit live. I'm watching them. I'm watching Trump and them had a speech.
Yeah.
And him and his little crew, they get up there telling everybody to fight like hell.
Mm-hmm.
We going down there to take our country back. And
Yeah.
Mike Pence then had the balls. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching this shit live. So AI was not like that.
It was not like that then.
So
yeah.
I'm watching it, and I'm watching them go down there. And I remember having a couple of text messages, conversation with a couple of my buddies. I'm like, them all in the Capitol. But everybody news be a little delayed.
It
so
does.
my homeboy like, they ain't in there. Yeah, I said, bro, I'm looking at it. They in there.
Oh my God.
They in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like.
So did your mind register right away what was going on though?
Yeah.
Like, you know how you're sitting there watching it like, is this
something.
real? Like
I didn't have that response. I was in amaze. I was amused. I was like, this is great. This is great. Because this country has done some evil shit. This government in this country has done some evil shit for years.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about 5 or 6. I'm talking about hundreds.
Right. Yeah.
To see, for me, as a black man that's always on defense every day, to actually see white people going to lynch other white people was a sight to see.
Wow. Yeah, I see it that way. Yeah.
And for the past 10 years, they have been against each other. When they were so united against us.
Yeah.
Now that same devil, that same demon has turned them against each other. And that's a race demon. That demon has turned them against each other.
Right.
And to see that, I can't say it brings me pleasure, but it feel like justice.
Okay.
It feel like justice.
Right.
Because when you understand the true history of this nation, of these people who run this nation, and the type of people that we are under, and how they govern, it feel like justice. To see them at each other. Yes.
Right. Yeah, and I really wish they would have done more. Yes, they put a few of them in jail. And of course,
let them out.
Trump has pardoned them all.
Every last one of them.
Yeah, he has pardoned them all now. And but again, that's not surprising. That's something else that is not surprising. I mean, it was a little bit of justice for a little while. But we kind of knew what was going to happen if he became president again. We knew he was going to pardon those people. So, some of them are working for ICE?
Of course.
Yeah. Some of them are working for ICE. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a hard pill to swallow all the way around. We really, truly didn't get justice. We got it temporarily. But we really didn't get justice. I don't feel like it. It again feels like a show.
When you say we didn't get justice for what?
Or there was no justice. I guess not really saying we didn't get justice. I don't feel like there was justice for the coup.
Yeah, it was.
You feel there was?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
just for them being in jail for that couple. Okay, so why are you saying you feel like there was justice?
Just to see it. Just to see an empire that was built off genocide, slavery, murder, torture, to bring itself down, that's justice.
Okay, yeah.
That's justice. It's bringing itself down.
Right.
We ain't doing shit.
Yeah, we ain't doing nothing.
Nigga,
we are not.
We still boots in the ground.
Right, yeah, we are.
Line
dancing. All that.
We ain't doing shit. They doing it to themselves.
I promise.
Listen. I watch the news and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
I'm
glad
glad we're staying it out of it.
because I
I'm
remember
glad we're
some of the
staying out of it.
conversations I had with my dad. Because my daddy was a news freak. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That joke
Yeah.
watch news all day.
Right.
You know, and I remember some of the conversations I used to have with him
Mm,
about, you know,
mm,
history and how they, you know, how they were. You know, my dad was a 2-time Vietnam vet,
okay.
and you know, he's seen a lot. And like he said, you know, when they was in Vietnam over there fighting for this country, the white soldiers would tell the women, the Vietnamese women, that the black soldier had tails, and at 12 o'clock, their tails come out.
Mm.
And for as long as they used to wonder why they used to be following them around at night, you know, talking and laughing and shit.
They trying to see the tail.
Right. That's real shit. My daddy's telling me that.
That kind of sounds familiar. It sounds
Yeah.
like something my granddad might have brought up.
Yeah. So, you know,
Where did I hear that?
to see that, to see them actually going to war with each other,
Yeah. Mm.
and Trump actually going and attacking religion
Mm.
is beautiful. I know people be like, what's wrong with this nigga? How is that beautiful?
Oh my goodness.
It's beautiful.
And it's gonna get worse.
Listen, that is this orange motherfucker is one of the most strategical. Oh my, listen, man, Trump is 20 years ahead of the Democrats. 20.
20 years ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna take them 20 years to catch up to what he's actually doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Before
okay.
Before they realize exactly, because when you listen at him, he's mental, he's this, he's that, he's stupid, he's crazy, he's deranged.
Yeah. No, he's not. That's exactly what he's doing.
Because if you think something wrong with somebody, just like we do, we think something wrong with somebody, we let them have their way.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's slow. Leave him alone. He's slow.
Right. He don't know no better. He don't know no better.
Yeah, he don't know no better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. Everything he do, it is for a reaction. It's for a reason. It's for distraction. And it works every single time.
It does.
It works every single time. They go chasing a squirrel.
Yep.
The Democrats, they don't have a clue. The only one that somewhat had a clue how to fight Trump was Gavin Newsom. He was like, fuck this shit. This month, you know, he just left all the politics off the table. Like,
right.
This shit is serious. You know, you can see his eyes be red and shit. Like, he really pissed. He really pissed. And in 2028, I'm voting for him. That's who my vote is. I wanted him to actually take Kamala's spot.
Oh, okay.
When Biden jumped out.
Right.
Because I knew that I knew black men was not going to come to black women rescue. They never have.
Wow.
They never have. They let black women down during slavery, and they still doing it to the day.
They're letting them down now.
And I knew the only chance that this country had to survive would be to put another white man up against Trump.
Up against Trump.
That wasn't scared of Trump.
Right.
That was young and 20 times smarter than Trump. And my buddies will tell you, I talked about Gavin Newsom. I was like, man, I hope they do it, but they didn't.
So you think he's gonna be on the ticket?
Yeah, he's gonna be on the ticket. Of course. And listen, Trump, if Trump's still around, Trump is gonna pretty much endorse him so much so. Because he's gonna shit on the Republic. He do not want to see the Republicans have any success. When that's the type of motherfucker he is. When he leave down, he gonna get him his ass to kiss.
Right.
Because
it's
it's almost like snitches.
Yeah.
in the workplace.
Yeah.
The people who they tell they don't even respect them,
No,
and they
they don't.
kissing their ass to get favored, but they don't get
Right.
favored.
No.
They get no respect. And when something happens, they be the first one up out of here
Right.
because you don't show no type of loyalty.
Yeah.
And Trump is big on what? Loyalty.
Mm. Mm.
He is actually this. Listen, this this motherfucker has got to be the smartest, strategical month we didn't ever see in politics.
Right.
He has taken politics to a level that nobody
Flipped
else
it upside
can
down.
ever
So,
do.
yeah.
And he has played on people who's never been loyal.
Right.
And when he leave them, he
Mm.
gonna give them his ass a kiss and give it to Gavin Newsom.
Mm.
Subliminally.
Mm.
Watch. If I'm still here, if I'm still alive,
All right.
that's what's gonna happen. Somebody texted the hell out of me. Oh, that no homeboy. But that's what it's gonna be.
Wow. Okay.
That's my prediction. Just
Okay.
just from the
Okay.
information that I've gotten
Yeah.
from watching and listening, and and a lot of podcasts is gone. Podcast is going to be the new thing to where that's where you're going to get your real news from in a minute because the big techs, the companies, the joker with all the money, they buying up all the news outlets
Yeah.
because they want to control the information that comes out that you see. They buying up all the TVs, all the movies, everything you watch is going to be under control, like Russia, North Korea, China, all that. They feed their people what they want them to know. So you program people's minds, and people are like they say, 80% of the people are followers.
Yeah,
they don't have a no kind of ambition to lead nothing.
Right.
They just look to the government to tell them whatever they want to do, and they do just that.
Right.
So and they know that, and they buying everything. They just bought CNN. So CNN in a minute gonna sound like Fox and Newsmax. They're gonna sound just the same. And after a minute, they're gonna take NBC and they're gonna take ABC.
Right.
And they're gonna flip everything. Everything gonna start to sound the same. And it's gonna be the same information that promoting this movement, this entire movement.
Right.
Because this is all really it's all religious. It's all religious. That's really driven by the petro dollar. They want to keep that, but China has their own dollar system, that they trying to employ. So it's, I mean, and China is actually winning at this point. They are. Yeah, they are. They're actually winning at this point. So it's it's all religiously,
Yeah.
If and Trump attacking the Pope.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah,
it's one of the shit. It's one of it's. Let me tell you, it's about the coldest gangster shit he's ever did.
We already know Trump.
But the thing about it is, he not really attacking the Pope for the Pope. He really shooting JD Vance in the foot, taking him right out of the damn successor of him. Because he never really wanted JD Vance.
Okay.
These was his donors, and Elon Musk put so much money in. Elon Musk probably pretty much bought JD Vance in there. But Trump really never wanted. Okay. JD Vance just conformed to Catholic 6 years ago. He was a Catholic.
Okay.
And Catholics is like the Pope is like God Pope to them.
Yeah.
Nobody question the Pope. Nobody attacks the Pope. Do that. That's blasphemy to them.
Okay.
JD Vance. JD Vance was Catholic.
Yeah.
Trump didn't give a shit.
No.
So Trump said, "Listen,
doesn't give a shit.
Show me your loyalty. Because if you don't, I'm gonna throw you on your ass. If you, well, he don't with JD Vance. Like if he do, he still throw it out on that because he don't lose his base.
Okay.
He has no That's why you got to have integrity. You got to have morals.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have something
Absolutely. Have
that
to
you're
have more.
willing to stand on, even if it's to take your life for it.
Yeah.
That you just not gonna certain shit you just not gonna do.
You're not gonna tolerate it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta have boundaries. That's what
Right.
you gotta
Boundaries.
have them, man.
Yeah.
When you're a person that's just hungry for money
Mm-hmm.
and you worship out the money and power,
Yeah.
that type of ambition drives you close to the devil.
Right.
That type of ambition will take you so close to the devil to where the devil will tell you, look out for yourself, man. You got to do what you got to do for you. Fuck everybody else. Do you for you. And when you do that, you turn your back on everything you believe in.
Yeah.
That's how the devil manipulates you. That's how the devil is able to manipulate people who is driven by money. That's why I do not fuck with people that all they talk about is money. They will cross you out in a heartbeat, set you up, whatever they have to do, because all they care about is money. They have no moral. They have no value system. They have no spiritual insight.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
It's all about the dollar.
Absolutely.
And see, that's what Trump has done. He has taken and conquered everybody that has said anything about him, just like the devil. Like I said, I'm not saying he the devil, but he goddamn sure got the devil playbook.
Right. Right.
And he playing the shit out of it. And he right now is 80. How old he is? 80 years old. He 80 and old.
81.
He ain't lost a goddamn match yet with that playbook. He playing the hell out of it. And he know exactly what he doing by attacking the Pope. Because now he's attacking everybody who backs him. He either making you serve your God or him.
Yeah.
And J.D. Vance has chosen him over his God already. Didn't even blink. Didn't step back. Didn't take a look. Didn't go to the God that he been praying to, not for a second. Just because his ambition to have power and money, he denounced his God. Just like that. Just like that. And the rest of them, Rubio, Cruz, Graham, all of them done the same thing.
Same thing. All about the money.
Same thing. So now I'm watching the Pope.
Gonna see what happened with him.
I want to see how strong he is and how much he really believes what he's been taught all his life, what he preaches.
So if he's quiet.
He wasn't quiet. He said, he right now he's, he was reading some scripture, but he looked nervous.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
About, people who take war and, use God and try to justify their war, woe to them that do this and that, he's reading out the book, because all you got to do is read out the book. If you Bible based, like a lot of these pastors claim their church are, you don't have to worry about offending people if you're reading from the scriptures. It's not you that's offending them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if you in sin and you reading from the book that gives the direction of sin, then you should be offended. But you shouldn't be offended at the messenger.
Right.
You should be offended at yourself. But a lot of them don't want to do that because why? When people get offended, they don't come back. And when they don't come back, guess what they don't do? They don't send their money. They don't send their money. So a lot of them are not going to piss off or hurt or make the congregation uncomfortable.
Right.
So that's why they teach prosperity gospel.
Okay.
We got
that makes sense. Okay. All right. Look, because I'm taking all that in. Like, okay, yeah, that makes sense to me.
But like I say, your boy has actually, what up, Cook? What it is, man? I see you in there. You say that right. Yeah. But I say,
Yeah.
so that's that's what a lot of them do. So what
Mhm.
Trump is doing is right now, if he can get the Pope to change his tone and to conform to what their agenda is,
Mm.
checkmate.
Got him.
Got us.
Got him.
Got us. Everybody.
Everybody.
All of it, right? Because how many Catholics they say it was? It's like millions. I think it was
Mm.
billions. So if
Okay.
if you can get the Pope to change his tone to what like Trump has gotten the rest of them, he's
Mhm.
conquered everybody of the Republican Party who wanted to stay.
Yeah.
He's conquered them. They have changed their entire tone towards him.
True.
So if now you come after the Pope, what it is, Ryan? What it do? So you come after the Pope and you get the Pope to start singing what you singing. And guess what the Pope just did? He just
Mm.
denounced his God. The scripture says the, that God said, if you deny me before man, then Jesus said, if you deny me before man, then I deny you before my Father. So when it comes to it and you deny God for man,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Mm.
You're doomed to hell.
Oh Lord.
That's blasphemy. Okay. Trump, we're going to get on this and we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
Because I got on it a little bit. I don't know if I got on a little bit last week or nothing. Or not. But Trump, a couple weeks ago, Trump took a picture and put his face on it. AI
Oh yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
And they say he was blasphemy
Right.
because that was a picture of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And I said all of them blasphemy. Whoever drawed that, because that wasn't a
Right.
picture of Christ in the first
In the
place.
first place,
But
right.
whoever drawed the picture was blasphemy from the jump. So Trump
Okay.
literally did not commit blasphemy.
Didn't do anything.
He didn't.
Okay.
He know that.
Mm.
He knew that. Everybody else didn't. But he knows that because he knows where the true original books are.
Oh, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and Putin are buddy. Putin had already put it out there. They got some over in Russia. They know the truth. That's why he was like, shit, I was a doctor. I thought I was a doctor. I mean, what are you talking about?
Right.
Jesus? That's basically like, that's not Jesus.
Yeah, that's not what that is.
That's not even Jesus in the first place. So how can I be committing blasphemy
about helping people?
By putting my right.
I'm talking about just helping people.
Right.
I'm
a doctor.
No, that's
they all over the news. He's committed blasphemy, calling himself the Christ.
He's like, no, that's not what I was doing.
No. and he's not lying for the first time in his life.
He's not lying.
He's not lying. He's not.
Wow. Ooh, that Donald Trump, boy, I tell you, man.
20 years ahead of the Democrats. 20 years.
Man. But just like we've said before in the past,
that's what's up, Ryan. That's what all are doing, man. Just living, working hard out here.
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Trump is out here doing what should have been done a long time ago. But that's kind of what we said. Yes, should we
shut down the system?
Yeah, should we shut down the system? Should we question the Constitution? Because how long ago it was like things have changed. So many things have changed. So that part I get. That part I completely understand. And that part I don't have no problem with. But the person they have doing this is the problem for me.
Who?
As far as Trump.
Why? He's the best person for the job. He's the best. Listen.
But it's not to change anything for the better. I don't feel like it's to change anything for the better.
He's not doing this to better nothing, but himself. Right. But he's the best person for the job. Nobody else would have won over the people like he did.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they made him a star.
Yeah.
The same
And
people.
who else would have done this too, though?
The same
When you
people.
think about it, who else would
Nobody.
ever
This was,
do this?
listen. This was already set up 40 years ago. The Israel, the Israels, what they call themselves, Israelis,
Okay.
Israelis.
Israelis.
They set this up 40 years ago.
Mm.
They knew what they were doing. It took that. No other president would do that for them.
No.
No, because like, man, I'm finna do that shit. You finna
no other president.
If you do that, you're going to break the country. Because like one guy described it, the Strait of Hormuz is like your heart artery. Just say you got a heart with one artery. And you close that motherfucker up.
Right. And you suffocate.
Night. Right.
Yeah.
Night.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a slow. This country has so much money.
Yeah.
That it's gonna take a minute, but it really not though. You see, they closed it up, right?
Yeah.
And the gas price shot up just like that. Right?
Yeah.
Already.
Yep. So that's all they had to do.
And it ain't gonna. They can try to go to their reserves and scramble and all this and that. No. All Iran has to do is just hang in there.
Just hang in there.
That's it.
Look, Ryan is saying, I think Trump is straight. He just got a lot of enemies. Absolutely.
Trump ain't straight.
He owe a lot
Trump
of people.
Trump ain't straight on shit. Trump is crooked as a letter S.
He's definitely, not that kind of straight. Ryan, I'm not sure what kind of straight you talking about, but he definitely has a lot of enemies. He owe a lot of people. They blackmailing him to all of that good stuff.
No, they ain't.
You don't think they are? So let me finish what he's saying. He said every country government is shady. They got deals and they're doing some shady stuff. Put it that way.
That's right about that.
Yeah.
You're definitely right. And this is one of the most shady, if not the shadiest country of them all.
And it's being put out there. It's not hidden anymore. You know how a lot of that stuff was hidden from us. Like it wasn't just put out there for us to see, not so openly and so blatantly.
You're right.
But
I know that
now,
for many years over there, you're not gonna change it, leave it alone. You're right. You're not gonna change that. I mean, stay out of that. But Trump has, when you look back on Trump has always wanted to go in Iran and take their oil. He always wanted that before he was even, really running. That's what he talked about. Is doing. So this is something that he wanted to do. They set it up. We got to make you president, bro. So how we gonna do that? We got to make you popular because y'all are in a country of idolatry, idol worshipers. We're gonna make you a idol, and that's when they come out with what the shit was that he was firing everybody.
Yeah, they apprentices.
The apprentice. That made him.
It did.
That made him.
It did.
Okay, then guess what they do? They let a half black man come in the motherfucking office. They knew it was smart as shit. They knew they was gonna turn it around and piss off white people.
Oh yeah, which it did.
Pissed them off.
Yep.
They've been. It's crazy.
Still pissed off.
It's crazy.
To this day.
It's almost like if you hungry, right?
Yeah.
And I fix you some collard greens and chicken and shit, and you eat and get food. You pissed off because I made it for you. But I'm feeding your hungry ass. But you just pissed off because
you the one that made it.
Yeah, the black man made it. That's a mental shit. Okay.
It is.
That's some mental instability like a motherfucker to where we ain't never seen that kind of mentally.
Right.
That's what they did. They did that on purpose. You know damn well if they didn't want Obama to be the president, he wouldn't have made it. I don't give a shit.
Have been.
How many niggas would have voted for him?
Yeah. That's why I said what I said about the presidency. They're gonna put in who they
but they knew
in.
That making Obama president and then knowing that this was the smartest motherfucker they ever put in president, he was going to do so well.
Right.
That it would piss off that racial group, that nationalist, the nationalists.
Right.
And it's not just the trailer park nationalists.
No.
These are the church evangelists.
Right.
See, they've already denounced their God. The Christian evangelists, those they call themselves white nationalists that believe, that Christian, they call it a Christian nationalist, something like that. They've already denounced their God. They've already conformed to Trump. They've already done. So now it's time for The Catholics.
Mm. He just going down.
And
the
after
line.
the Catholics, guess who next? See, the Muslims not going to do it because the whole war is against the Muslims.
Right. Mm. Okay.
They not.
Mm.
The closest, let me say this, and you can come for me, that's cool.
Yeah.
The closest religion to the true spirituality, in my opinion, is Muslims.
Okay.
Yeah. The way they teach, pray, and fast and do what they actually is closer to the exact same Bible that we are. Because you're supposed to, in the Sabbath, you're supposed to pray. And the Sabbath starts at Friday at 6. What do we do over here at 6 on Friday? We party like rock
Yeah, we
stars.
outside. Yeah.
Right.
And we ain't think about praying.
No, until 6 Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then you rest.
Then yep.
Sunday
Mm-hmm.
and go to work.
Right.
That's in the Bible. That way. That's what the way we supposed to do that.
Right.
We don't. This country.
They don't. Mm-mm.
Christians, they don't. They party like hell Friday, Saturday, they go to church Sunday for a few hours and go back to party inside Sunday evening.
Right. Yeah.
Totally who?
Oh,
that was made up by them.
Yeah.
They just we ain't gonna do that shit.
Right. Yeah, we ain't doing that. That's too much. Like, come on.
We got to sell alcohol.
Okay.
We got to open the clubs. We got to make money. This country is money driven. What they have on the money, and you can argue all you want to. In God we trust. They talking about the money.
Yep.
That's their God, the money.
Yep. Ryan is saying, I grew up in the street so I can read and know what's going on. And he said,
will you cook? Let me know.
Let me know I'm hungry.
I got you, big dog.
And then it's the fight over oil. That's Ryan. And then Kevin said it's Muslims.
Of course it's oil. I mean, of course, because everybody knows who owned the oil got all the money, got all the power. Everything is driven by oil. Of course it's about oil.
Right.
Yeah. But you just gonna kill a lot of stuff at one time. It's also about religion.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about religion. Because anytime religious people have a tendency to be some of the evilest people because of their religious beliefs.
Oh, definitely.
They have the tendency to do that.
Yeah, I see it. I see it all the time. I'm a true crime documentary person.
Cook said gold, oil, and diamonds. Yeah.
G-O-D. Gold, oil, and diamonds. G-O-D.
Yeah.
Yep. And he said they go to church on Sunday. Ryan said they go to church on Sunday just to wash the sins away. Okay, that's what they thinking they doing.
Yeah. You can't.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they thinking they doing.
Right.
That's what they being told they're doing.
Man, you got to live the lifestyle. That's every day.
Yeah.
See, the people don't tell that you ain't going to church. You are the church.
Yep.
You go into a building.
Yep.
In the Bible, they call it the tabernacle.
Okay.
You go into a building. The church is the people. The body of Christ is the people. So that's why a lot of people don't want to be bothered with church folk because they hypocrites.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are.
They are.
The ones I've come in contact with are.
Right. And me too. As I come in contact are.
So it's like going to a doctor. Would you go to a doctor that all his freaking patients dying?
Absolutely not.
Nigga go in there looking good, but they come out in the bag.
Okay. Absolutely not.
And he talking about some next.
Right. And all the dead people being taken out the bag. You ain't seeing nobody coming.
Like, why would I want to go into the church when everybody in here?
Yeah. They ain't coming back. They not leaving.
Out. Yeah. They wilding out.
Yeah.
They
Absolutely.
doing more shit than people that just don't go. Period.
They are.
They in here sleeping with each other.
Yep.
They in
They sure
here
are.
fighting over power.
Know about it firsthand.
They in here cutting up, talking about folks,
Yep.
making people feel uncomfortable that coming in here that's really looking to change
Yep.
because they don't have on a certain type of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look a certain way. They don't speak a certain way.
Yep.
They judging folk left and right.
Left and right.
So why would I want to go in there?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Who?
It's all about money to me. And I know like the big mega churches were real big in Atlanta. I guess they're still big. I guess they still have large congregations or whatever. But I tried that when I first moved to Atlanta. And once I realized unless you're like giving them buku amount of money, they don't think about you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want, I mean, you'll never be able to get any appointments with them, nothing, unless you got money. And that's it. So I had to stop going to the mega churches.
I don't think I ever attended. I don't think I ever attended a mega church.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they don't really have mega churches here. They all over Atlanta. That's when Bishop Eddie Long and Creflo Dollar and all them folks will be Bishop Bronner, all them people. But Bishop Bronner's still around, Creflo Dollar still around.
Ryan said back in his day he was on the corner on Sunday.
Right.
Come on, Ryan. Come on now.
Yeah. Look, Kevin said, so Coco, that answers the questions that we talked about last time I was there. The decision of why I pulled myself. I can't see the rest of you.
My family out the church.
And my family out the church. Yep. Yeah, I get that, Kevin. Look, we understood that completely. And you know what? When I think about church and even growing up in the church, it go all the way back to my great grandparents, my grandparents. They were all deacons and deaconess and all that in the church. And we used to go every Sunday because we spent Sunday afternoons with my grandparents. They would cook and we all would go over there. But me going as I was growing up, I just never felt a connection with the church. And I didn't understand what they were preaching. I didn't get what the pastor was talking about. And that was really hard for me because, I'm sitting around listening like, y'all understand that? You know what I mean? And you're just reading out of the Bible. You're not explaining the Bible. Because we had the same pastor for, probably 30 plus years. They had to actually put him out and brought in a younger pastor. But during that time, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. That was hard for me. And, still just going and, going to vacation, Bible school and all that, it just never resonated with me at all. Ever. Still doesn't to this day. Ryan says nowadays too many people got feelings. Back in our day, we didn't give a S. We didn't give a shit. That's what he's saying. Nowadays, too many people got feelings.
Yeah.
Back in our day, is what he's saying. We didn't give a shit. Yeah, but it's crazy out here, man. It really is all about the money. And I've said it before, I believe, on one of the shows that we've done in the past. I think we had some people here, and I was asking them, well, what do you have in your church? Because are you helping people? Are you feeding people? Are you?
I mean, there's a lot of churches that do.
Yeah, y'all were saying it's churches that do.
There's a lot of churches that do, like Pastor Quinn.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of his church, but Quindray. I don't know if you know Kendrick.
Oh yeah, I remember the Quindray Hartnett. Yeah.
Shout out to Kendrick. Yeah. They they do
so
a
they
lot.
Have they,
they
do a lot
of community. Right.
Okay,
they do a lot in the community.
Okay.
They definitely.
Well, that's good. That's the type of stuff I would want to see if I was to attend a church. Like that's the type of stuff I would want to see.
Yeah. I'm not knocking every church.
Yeah. Definitely
So anybody that's out there, I'm not saying all of it's just the ones I've experienced so far. Because if I had experienced a great one, I'd still be in there too. Because I do believe that you need some type of guidance and to be in, 10 toes down to where you solid and you ain't willing to, just let your soul go. Like we talking about these politicians are, just denouncing their God so they can have political power
Mm.
or money or whatever it is that they've
Right.
been promised.
Whatever it is that's
You know, so,
motivating
right.
them to do
So
that.
I do believe that you need that. You need that. That spiritual, and
That spiritual guidance.
right,
Yeah.
that spiritual accountability. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Where you are, just like a child has to have that fear of disappointing their parents in order for
Mm.
them to do what they're supposed to do. There has to
Right.
be some type of fear, not to where you're scared to death, but you're just scared of the consequences for
Right.
bad decisions.
Mm.
And I think we need that. We definitely need that as people,
Yeah.
that you have some type of fear of consequences for your decision, that you're not just out here making doing any kind of damn thing without any kind of conscience.
Mm.
Because I think people that operate without conscience, their soul is dead.
Oh yeah.
If
Absolutely.
you out here doing everything and you don't have no conscience, you don't feel no kind of way.
You don't need to be
Right,
walking
right.
around.
You got
You
something going on.
dangerous.
Right.
Yeah.
So, to anybody that probably saying, yeah, man, sound like he, hate God and hate church. No, I don't. I'm
You
speaking
don't.
from personal
And I don't get
experiences.
that.
Right. I'm
I don't
speaking
get that
from
from you.
personal experiences in which I had over my years. And I'm not telling nobody not to go to church or whatever. Like I say, whatever you do to make you a better person, you go right ahead. Whatever religious beliefs that you have
Mm.
that right. So I'm not never telling nobody they wrong for whatever they believe and what they want to do. But I'm just saying, for me,
Yeah.
I have had bad experience,
So have I.
and I
So
see
have
I
I.
see a lot of people who claim to be um, Christians,
Yeah.
that they hypocrites. I
They
mean,
are.
it hurt me, man, because you really, especially when you go into that, coming out of a bad environment, because if you in the world,
Mm-hmm.
you're in a bad environment. Excuse me, you're in a bad environment, and especially if you're in the streets,
Yeah.
and you want something better, and you feel like, hey, church is should be better, so
Mm-hmm.
let me go try this,
Mm.
and you go and try it, and you really see that it's actually worse,
Mm.
because it's different when you know your enemy,
Right.
and you can see your enemy.
Right.
It's worse when you don't know,
Yeah.
because
It is.
around people you trust, you let your guards down.
You do. Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? But when you around your enemies, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Your guards are
Your
up,
guard's gonna be up.
right. So
Yeah.
you ready for whatever.
Yeah.
But when you get around people you trust, and people who claim to be born again, and made new, and they actually they claim
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to help you
Mm-hmm.
reach your salvation, when they really just trying to manipulate and control you.
Mm.
A lot of
Yeah,
times.
that's hard.
A lot of
Yeah,
times.
it's hard,
Not all the
hard to
time.
think like that.
But
Yeah,
that's
not all
that's
the
just a
time.
personal thing I went through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it got me to a point where, I just started, paying attention to myself and looking in the mirror and trying to be a better person every day, and trying to do things the right way. Cause we all know right from wrong as you get to a certain
Mm-hmm.
age,
You do.
you know what's right, you know what's wrong. So,
Yep.
and you treat people the way you want to be treated.
That's
And,
right.
and, that's half the battle, you know. And I
That's
just,
right.
at this point in my life, I don't feel like I need to be sitting in the church on Sunday and doing whatever they do on Sundays. I feel
Yeah.
like I try to be a good person every day,
Right.
not just Sunday.
Not just Sundays.
So that's that.
Completely agree.
So
Completely agree.
we did have something else we wanted to kind of bring up. Did you want to bring, even though it's
Nah.
totally out of,
Yeah,
it's totally off the
we'll
topic?
get back
You know
with
what I'm
that
saying?
one.
Okay.
We'll hit on that next week.
All right. So
Yeah.
Ryan said he drive to Dothan on Sunday. That's a ride.
Dothan?
Big shot to you.
Oh wow.
They say you OG. No. Veronica Love. How you doing, Veronica?
Oh man.
Veronica said, just like there are false prophets, there are also false pastors.
Absolutely.
You just have to find the right church home for yourself. That's just my opinion on what What's up, classmate? Not much. What's going on with
What's
you?
up? What's
Glad you
up?
joined us. Yeah, I get it. Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't want to come off as if I'm down in the whole church thing for
Right.
everybody.
Definitely not doing that.
That's basically speaking of personal experiences, and,
Yeah.
and I've tried it, and I don't have anything against anybody that call themselves Christians, Muslims, Catholics,
Hmm.
Jews, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have that right to do that.
Absolutely.
And I have no right to tell you that you're going to hell because you don't believe what I believe. There's no way. And I don't think nobody have that right. But you
Mm-mm.
hear that a lot. You know what I'm
You do.
saying? Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it just by the charm that I wear. You know what I'm saying? Around
Yeah.
my neck. That's
I've
my
heard it. I've
my
heard it.
my charm is gonna put me in hell. I'm like, okay.
Even on the dating scene. But again, you've mentioned something about that you have to be spiritually aligned.
Right.
So when you're dating, that is a big deal. Because if you have somebody that's in the church all the time, they're going to church Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but you don't go to church at all, how is that going to work? You know what I mean? How is that going to work? Um, if I'm not on that same page as you when it comes to that, and like I said, I've had people come to me about being a first lady.
Mm.
I can't do that. I know that's not me. That's not my path.
Well,
It's not my path.
how
And
you know?
and that's what I would say. Like, honey, you looking for a first lady, honey? That ain't me. You got to keep.
So you've
You got to
had.
keep
So you
looking.
say you've had pastors?
Mm-hmm.
Kick say it's not.
What is Kevin talking about?
What's not?
What's not
She
cook?
not that first lady now.
I'm not first lady, baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all, I've been done got pissed off by somebody saying something or whatever, or saying something about something I got on, or whatever the situation is. And I've been done cut somebody to church out, baby. I can't do it.
I think they be doing that. I don't. I don't think. I don't know. I don't
you
know.
wa-
Yeah.
you want to say something,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can let that go. We can let that go.
But I think that even when you are a Christian, you still a human.
Still a human,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it's still things that you
You're not
going
going to be perfect.
right.
Just
So
because you're a
you
Christian, you're
might
not
you might
perfect.
cut somebody out from
Yeah.
time to time, but then you gonna be like, Lord,
You come
forgive
back
me.
like, yeah.
I'm sorry. God
Look, I
forgive me.
apologize,
Yeah. You
please.
come back
Like,
to him that son. Listen, I know I called you a blah, and God got
oh
to me for
man.
that. So I'm
Right,
gonna
right.
apologize. I won't do it again.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I get it. I get it. I don't. I know I don't expect nobody to be perfect. A lot of
Yeah.
people say,
Yeah, me either.
ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody expecting all that. I
You're not
know that,
expecting it.
right? Because I done been out here in the streets, and I ain't expect nobody to be perfect in that. So what make you think I go to the church and I expect people to be perfect? But I
Right.
do expect you to be different.
Right. Yeah.
I
I
do
see.
expect that
So you're saying people in the church, you expect them
to be
to be
different
different.
from the people in the street.
Oh, okay.
They should
Okay,
not.
yeah.
They should not
Absolutely.
line up together.
Absolutely.
Right.
I
But a
agree
lot of
with that.
times they do.
They do.
Right.
They really do.
Let's say cook. It's not gonna
What's
work. A
yeah,
spiritual
spiritual.
person dating a religious person.
Yeah.
That's not
Doesn't
gonna
work it
work
out.
out.
Mm-mm.
But between the two, if it was, I was referring to LOL, y'all hilarious. I mean, I think a lot of people just confuse that whole thing of being spiritual with religion. Because when you listen to it, a lot of people, when they ask about religion, your religious beliefs or your
Mhm.
spiritual beliefs, they tie to your religion.
Okay.
So I think that is the biggest controversy of the whole thing of being spiritual and being religious, that they kind of
Right.
tied together, just like they tie prejudice and racism together.
Mm-hmm. True.
You see what I'm saying? They make racism seem like you'll explain something that was actually prejudice, but you'll use the word racist.
Racism. Yeah, racist. Yeah.
But it's not the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because racism is more systematic.
Mm-hmm.
And prejudice
Mm-hmm.
is more of just a feeling about an individual based upon whatever you
There,
feel about
whatever.
them. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could be prejudiced against people your own color.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you don't like them for whatever reason.
Right.
I coach little league ball, and I know a lot of coaches are prejudiced against their own team because they have
Mm.
specific people that they want to play with,
Okay. Yep.
and they don't play the other boys. That's
That's
being
right.
prejudiced. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but racism is not
Mm-hmm.
to be compared with prejudice. But they
Right.
do that. Just like
Yeah. I get that.
religion
Yeah.
is not to be compared with spirituality. But
Right.
we do that.
But we do.
And I
Yeah.
think that's a tool of the devil to keep you away from both of
Right.
them.
So what's going on?
Cook talking about some pre Jimmy. Then he spelled my
Oh,
name. Goddamn.
yeah.
You son of a.
And Ryan said, "We are all humans. Are we gonna trip out once in a while?
Right.
Nothing wrong with that." And then it just said, "Look at you, funny. Give it side.
Yeah.
Give it side one." What was that?
Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I see, but
Yeah.
who am I? And just like I say, we're not professionals.
We're not professionals.
We give an opinion here. We're not counselors.
That's right.
We're definitely not ministers.
Absolutely not.
I just kind of, tell what I believe, and I've been corrected.
Yeah.
Last week, I was correct. I've been corrected plenty of times, and I'm okay with it.
Oh,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? So I know I don't know everything, even though I might try to act like it sometimes, but I know
None
I
of us
don't.
know everything, honey. And like I keep saying, I'm learning a lot myself. So all these podcasts we're doing, we're hoping everybody else is learning a lot as well.
Right.
And keep coming in, keep chiming in, keep responding, like, share, do all that, and just hang out with us. We're here on Fridays, and we'll be here Sunday as well again. Hopefully with the group, and we look forward to seeing everybody. Kevin said the phone got me spelling your name wrong.
Tighten up, boy. Tighten up. Uh-oh. I went to the wrong one, didn't I? Huh? Didn't mean that. There we go. There we go.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. We out of here.
We out of here.